Apologists for the jihadis. I'm Brian Lilly with the Rebel.media. It happens every time there's a terrorist incident in this country. Someone will step forward and say, this had nothing to do with Islam. This was a mental health issue. This person wasn't actually a Muslim. They weren't a true one. It's already happening now. We're going to see more of it. While I was in the middle of the RCMP news conference, this woman from Montreal, Laura Dravland, was writing to me saying, note, driver, not Muslim, not from a Muslim country, and not a refugee. Just saying. No one ever said this was an attack carried out by refugees. And yes, driver was born and raised in Canada, so not from a Muslim country, but he was in fact a Muslim convert, someone that not only embraced the religion of Islam, but then went further and embraced the ISIS death cult based on a Wahhabist, Salafist theology that wants to have the rest of the world submit to their ways. Even other Muslims, not safe. We've talked about this before, but for some reason, people are always determined to say that this has nothing to do with Islam, even as the people carrying out the attacks or attempting to will state clearly that that's what they view it as.
Oh Canada, you received many warnings. You were told many times what would become of those who fight against the Islamic State. I give my pledge of allegiance to Abu Bakr al-Baghdadi, Amir al-Mu'mineen. He's called for jihad in the lands of the Crusaders, and I'm responding to his call.
We've got to be able to take these people at their word. We've also got to be able to understand their theology, their ideology, what's driving this. If we can't, then how do we combat the radicalization that, as experts I've spoken with have told me, does not happen online? It normally starts with someone in person. That person may introduce you to the ideas and then direct you towards websites. But there are people inside this country. They may be small in number, but they are out there recruiting that want to introduce young men from whatever background to this violent ideology. We've got to be able to understand that. We also have to be able to stop with this notion that every terrorist incident is a mental health issue. Is it sometimes? I'm sure it is. But I asked the RCMP Deputy Commissioner Mike Cabana about that very issue, and he said he's in no position to comment on Aaron Driver's mental state. The RCMP's been in contact with this man for well over 2 years now. They have never at any point said this was a man who was mentally ill, but he was clearly someone that wanted to do violence to Canada. Being able to stop these sorts of things takes a lot of different factors to come into play, including the cooperation that we saw between police forces across Canada and across the U.S. border. But it also includes opening up your eyes to what the threat is and who is behind it.
Thanks for watching. Click here to never miss a Rebel update. Want even more of the Rebel? Well, click here to become a premium member.